Hello again, this is Steve at BDAT Homestead, and yesterday I was watching a video by Texas Prepper 2 of his Ponca Blackberries, and it just so happens that when I first saw him get them in the little pots, I said, well, I heard the description, did a little research, and found out that's the kind of blackberries that I wanted to grow. So I got on the phone and called the nursery where he got his from and didn't have any more. So I kept calling around and finally found some at Pense, P-E-N-S-E nursery. Great people to deal with, very personable. Didn't have any real problems with them. So like I did with another nursery that I won't mention near Georgia or in Georgia. And I bought several of them to make this row right here. And they did so good when I put them in the ground that I ordered a whole bunch more. So I'm up to 48 right now. But let me show you this row that I've got at Texas Prepper has his in containers. I've got mine in the ground. But let me show you what I've got here. Some of them did a little bit, growing a little better than others. But this is all floricanes. So the primocanes will be coming up in a few weeks. They'll be starting to come up, and that's the end of the first bunch I got. So here's some of the bare root ones that I recently put in, and let me show you. Mr. Texas Prepper was bragging about having some leaves starting to bud out on his. As you can see, I've got plenty of leaves budding out on mine. But here, these are flower buds. So they're beginning to get ready to bust open and make me some blackberries. So I'd say that puts me just a little bit ahead of Mr. Texas Prepper, but I am in a lower agricultural zone. So that's understandable. Not trying to brag, he's doing a very good job, and I'm following his lead on a lot of stuff that I do and appreciate his channel. So if you haven't seen it, go on over to TP2 or Texas Prepper 2 and watch his channel on just about anything. He does more than just blackberries. He does a complete in-ground garden and several other things that you do on a homestead, and he's very good to watch. So I'd go ahead and watch him. And if you want some of these berries, I forget what the name of the place is, Soul Farms in Texas, where he got his blackberries, and I got mine at Pense, P-E-N-S-E nursery. So those are the only ones I can speak for. He says he had a good experience, has good experiences with them consistently. And I've had a good experience with Pense here. So we'll see how everything goes and see what kind of berries we have. You know, I'll let you know when they start popping out and the whole process along the way. So let's take one more look down the row here and see what everything looks like from above. I'm doing my what do you call that? My drone shot here. How about that? Doing a drone shot without a drone. I'm flying in my drone. I am my drone. Yeah, that's more like it. I am my drone. So that's the bunch of them. I'll tell you, I've fertilized them, and they're about ready for another set of fertilizer, and babied them, and going to be doing some more mulching and weeding around them in the next couple of days to get rid of all these weeds that are growing up. It's just hard to keep ahead of those things, but we'll do it. And I suppose that's it for now. Steve at BDAT Homestead and Bee Apiary. That's where the B-E-E-D-A-T came from. And my bees, I don't know if you can see them, they're way off in the distance over there. All different colored beehives. I've got 15 hives over there. And pecan trees all over the place. All budded out and ready to start making. So we'll see what happens here. We're looking for some pecans this year. Haven't got everything like I want it yet, but we've just been here for 4 years. And seems like the only thing that we've been able to grow successfully in these 4 years are crawfish mounds. And if you'll look right here, I'll bring you out, there are plenty of them everywhere you look. The crawfish mounds coming up, and they are just not a welcome sight for the lawnmower, that's for sure. They are everywhere and by the thousands in all directions. So if we can figure out some kind of way to get rid of them. Problem is, this used to be a rice field and they raised crawfish in it. So I guess that's where the crawfish came from. And they don't want to leave. The rice fields are right up the road. They go back and get in the water. But the water table's low here, and this soil is clay. You can practically make pottery out of it right out of the ground. So without amended soil, not too much is growing. Except blackberries, they're a bramble that'll pretty much grow anywhere. And we're gonna go ahead and let you go now for real. Sorry about rambling. Steve, Be That Homestead, like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.